talk to the man.
My pleasure.
This is actually one of those few moments where we get to control Sophia. So let's look at her necklace.
My necklace.
I like doing this. Give necklace to Indy.
I'll never get away my necklace.
This is always her response. She won't give the necklace away. So this is actually a big thing. Let's go ahead and walk to the door.
Mr. Costa!
Keep your shirt on.
Obviously.
He's a touchy old bird.
Watch and learn, Dr. Jones.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Professor Costa, my name is Sophia Hapgood. I hope my friend didn't pester you too much.
I hope my friend didn't pester you too much.
Yeah, probably good to sweet talking.
I hope my friend didn't pester you too much.
He's a friend of yours? Well, no, he didn't pester me that much.
All right, he just has to learn to be more tactful. Wait, we need some help from you. Actually, he's named after the family dog.
I like that one.
we have to do the joke. Why not?
Actually, he's named after the family dog.
Sophia.
See?
I see.
Can you tell us about Plato's Lost Dialogue? What can you tell us about Atlantis?
Atlantis.
What can you tell us about Atlantis?
I can tell you this, you're standing on it. It never sank, at least not all the way.
What happened to the Atlanteans? That's ridiculous! Or should we ask about Plato's Lost Dialogue?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Plato's Lost Dialogue?
What do you want to know?
Do you have it? Have you read it? Do you know what's in it? Can you get it for me? Pick one, I don't care.
Do you know what's in it?
Do you know what's in it?
Nope.
Do you have it?
Do you have it?
Nope.
Can you get it for me?
Can you get it for me?
Not exactly.
Have you read it?
Sorry.
Do you know where we could find it?
Do you know where we could find it?
Well now, that depends. I might trade the information for a rare Atlantean artifact, such as a certain necklace I've heard about.
I'll never trade away my necklace.
Well then, if that's how you feel, surprise me.
Would you do business with my friend here?
Would you do business with my friend here?
Madame, I'll do business with anyone.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye for now.
At your command, madame. Don't be a stranger now.
Interesting character.
Trade, huh? If not your necklace, then what, I wonder?
Okay, so we got things
Indy?
worked out.
Yes?
I think you better take over.
I think you better take over.
Okay, I'll think of something.
It's Indiana Jones. He has to solve it. So, we don't really have too much to trade, but let's try it.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
Okay, let's talk about a trade.
Let's talk about a trade.
Okay, what you got?
I'm offering this ancient coppery bead. I'm offering this rare archaeology magazine. I'm offering this genuine American-made bullwhip.
No.
That's sacrilege, right? We can't trade the whip.
No, the magazine.
I'm offering this rare archaeology magazine.
That magazine rejects all my articles. You keep it. Got anything else?
Okay, coppery bead or the American-made bullwhip?
Coppery bead.
I'm offering this ancient coppery bead.
Bead, you say? A mere bead for the unique knowledge I possess? You'll have to do better than that.
And just because...
Got anything else?
I know it's sacrilege, but...
I'm offering this genuine American-made bullwhip.
Not a chance. What good is a whip in this day and age?
Good point.
Come back when you've got something worth my while.
Don't start with me.
Okay, so we don't have the answer, but... And obviously we can't get anything from Sternhart, because this is what we got. Or the bead was what we got. So let's go back and check on Iceland. Maybe there's something from there we can get. Because he's only going to want Atlantean artifacts. So let's just walk into the dig site. And oh boy, what happened here? Heimdall, he's frozen.
That's too bad.
Too bad. He's frozen solid. A little too dedicated to his work, I guess.
Alright, well, he unfortunately, it looks like he killed himself, so... Oh, and look at this. Before he died, he actually exposed the eel head. Okay, well... We've seen what happens with Sophia's necklace.
It looked like a bead would fit in the eel's mouth.
Okay, well, like I said, we've seen what happens with Sophia's necklace. Let's see what happens.
It fits perfectly. Whoa!
Look, it melted itself right out of the ice.
Alright, pick up the eel figurine. Maybe this will be what we need to give to Costa.
Behold.
Behold, this is the way that indie games work. Actually, not really, because once we get into the other games...
Let's head for the airport.
They're shooters. For the most part. They're early Uncharted's, is what I want to say. Okay, let's go ahead and make our long drive up. Now picture this as a kid, how hard these puzzles were to solve. I know the knowledge now, but... I got frustrated with a lot of these puzzles back in the day.
When did you play this game?
Well, my first experience with it was watching my brother play it. And then I eventually played it later when I knew the answers.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
Alright, well, how about a trade?
Let's talk about a trade.
Okay, what you got?
I'm offering this mysterious eel figurine.
Now that looks interesting. You've got a deal, mister. Now listen carefully. I don't know exactly where to find it, but... The Lost Dialogue of Plato is in the Dunlop collection. Got that?
I think so. The Dunlop collection.
Very good. Nice doing business with you.
Alright.
The Dunlop collection? You know something, Sophia? I believe Barnet College owns the Dunlop collection.
Yeah, our college just so happens to own it.
Research laboratory somewhere in Germany.
Dr. Uberman. Fantastic news.
Kerner, at last!
See what Herr Jones has kindly provided.
What on earth?
Isn't it amazing?
You fool! You come back to show me this prehistoric knick-knack?
Herr Doctor, I believe this knick-knack, as you call it, comes from the Lost City.
Then we have failed. I see no evidence here of some magical metal Plato called orichalcum.
Look here. Concealed in the base is a small shiny bead.
And it glitters like fire, exactly as Plato described.
It's my guess we found the treasure we seek.
I never guess. We must test.
My God.
I swear, German labs exist to be destroyed.
We've done it! The energy of uranium without any radioactivity! And those smug American scientists know nothing!
That gives me an idea. Suppose I place the bead inside the statue's open mouth. You saw that? Think of trucks powered by these beads. Think of tanks. Think of airplanes.
Use your imagination, Colonel. Think big like the Americans. Think of bomb.
Think about toys.
Say it!
No.
He keeps on doing that narrator voice, and I want him to say, meanwhile in the Hall of Justice.
I'm not saying it just because I know it will drive you nuts.
Oh, it will.
So why are you dragging me in here?
Plato's Lost Dialogue should be here somewhere. This is Caswell Hall. We store all our junk here. Wait here while I look for the Dunlop collection. Just because I like this one.
Yes.
This is Caswell Hall. We store all our junk here.
You think Plato's Lost Dialogue is junk?
Yes, I do.
I used to, now I'm not so sure. I believe it's as real as Atlantis. I'll decide once I see it. Why not?
I believe it's as real as Atlantis.
All right, Mr. Cynic, start searching. I'll meet you in your office.
That's the part I love about it. His classes are taught in this building, but his office is across the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes a whole lot of sense. All right, so we have our next goal here. Let's go and look for the Dunlop collection. And of course, you gotta love the corny German moment there, where we found out that Orichalcum may be a little bit more powerful than we gave it credit for. This kind of sets the scene. Oh, yeah, we have to use the rope. So now we get to go through the exact same area, except now we have a little bit more leeway. Because we have to go through the various collections. Now, we know that the Shamet collection is over here. But we're going to pick up the arrowhead just in case we need it.
Looks like textiles from the Shamet collection.
Okay. What about this one?
Looks like beadwork from the Phoenix collection.
Okay. Is everything past this crate the same collection?
I believe it's part of the old Dunlop collection.
And there you go. Now we found the Dunlop collection, but
Yay.
It's locked.
it's locked. So now we have to figure out a way to get in.
It's locked.
We have to pick the lock because obviously we don't have the ancient key. So that's okay. We'll make it work. Actually, really quick, just look at the school desk.
It's an old lecture hall desk, complete with a wad of gum, I'll bet.
Pick up the gum, just because.
Sure is gooey.
Why do you
Sure
want
is
the gum?
gooey. It's from the Shamet collection. Very sharp.
Because it's an adventure game, you pick up anything that isn't nailed down. Alright, so walk down the stairs. This actually puts us back down in the janitor area, or the furnace. Let's pick up the dirty rag.
It's a greasy old towel.
Alright, well, now we know what that is. Now remember, he said that the arrowhead was very sharp. So it makes you wonder if maybe we can use it to pick the lock.
open.
Exactly, to pick the lock. Now you're thinking with adventures. It doesn't really work as well with portals. Okay, so let's use the arrowhead with the dusty old chest.
That didn't do anything.
Ah,
Okay, well that didn't do anything.
walk to the gaping hole.
Walk to the gaping hole. So we can fall into it one more time. Because why not? Alright, let's look at the tipped over bookcase.
I believe it's part of the old Sprague collection.
Now you'll notice we can actually not only look at the tipped over bookcase, we can look at the screws.
It's a screw. Early 20th century, I believe.
Alright, so let's try and use the arrowhead. With the screw.
Ouch! The screw came out, but that hurt.
Alright, so obviously if we try and do this again, he won't use the arrowhead. But maybe if we cover his hand, it won't hurt so bad. So, use the wrapped arrowhead with the screw.
It's unscrewed.
Alright, no complaints. So,
It's unscrewed.
I'm going to get rid of all the screws.
It's unscrewed.
Take that, IKEA! I'm unbuilding what you built.
It's unscrewed.
Well, this is PC laptops, huh?
Oh, I'll unbuild that too. Let's see. Let's open
There's
this up.
nothing of importance here.
Alright, so we really can't do anything in here. Let's go ahead and use the rope and see if maybe our wrapped arrowhead will pick the lock now. Use the wrapped arrowhead with the dusty old chest.
That didn't do anything.
Nope. Okay. What if maybe up here there's something? See if we can pull a totem pole and make our way up.
The floor isn't slippery enough. It won't move.
Well, I think we have some grease here, so let's try that.
Well, that doesn't seem to work.
Nope. Okay, so we need to find some grease. See, this is all so easy, right? Okay, we can't walk down here, I don't think. Can we go
I don't think
through?
that'll work.
Nope. Oh, I remember what we need to do. Okay. We need to go back up to the previous room, but it's a coal chute, so...
It's too slippery to walk up.
So we need something with a little bit of suction.
Gum!
Use gum with the coal
I think
chute.
I'll stick this on my shoes for traction.
Everything has a purpose.
What do you know? The gum works!
You haven't used it yet! Okay, now you have. Alright, the cat figurine.
How ironic for gum to work.
It's indie.
I believe it's part of the old Sprague collection.
Pick up the pile
These
of
aren't
books.
the books I'm looking for.
Neither are they the droids you're looking for.
That's more of a MacGyver
Miscellaneous
thing now.
antique vases.
Using gum to climb up a chute.
It kind of works in game indie
Miscellaneous
case, too.
antique vases.
Alright, so let's look at the cat figurines.
I believe it's part of the old Pierce collection. I believe it's part of the old Pierce collection.
Alright, well this didn't really produce any results, and it doesn't really look like there's any grease in here we can pick up. Only one other place to go. We gotta go check out Indy's office. Maybe he has something. Believe it or not, this entire puzzle is randomized. So any one of these could have been the Dunlop collection, and there would have been a different way to acquire the Lost Dialogue. So, and yes, we are going to acquire it. To those who didn't think we were going to acquire it, you're smoking something. So that's one of the things that's really cool about this, is it kind of assesses your...
Well, don't just stand there. Go find Plato's Lost Dialogue.
Kind of assesses your prowess. So, oh, why not? Let's look into his icebox.
Phew. Guess I should have cleaned it out.
Okay, well, what's stinking in here? What's in the jar?
I guess it's mayonnaise, but it looks like used motor oil.
Aha!
Ew. Ew.
Yum.
Seriously?
No.
I think if I walked in with that, you'd have some problems. Alright, so now that we have our used motor oil, mayonnaise, let's use it. This'll slick up that totem pole. Okay, use the rope. So what are you guys thinking of this game so far, since this is the first time for you guys?
I mean, it's alright, but I would figure Indie's more suited for action games than adventure.
Yeah. Adventure was really just kind of an experiment for him.
Well, yeah, but I like it that you have to think and use puzzles to figure it out to make the story progress.
Wow, we used it all. Alright, so pull the totem pole. I agree with you, Alex. He's more suited for action games, but that's why the later games came. Is that they were experimenting. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the totem pole again. Use it. Okay, so now we're back up where we started.
It's a stone carving of Shiva.
Just for the heck of it, since this is an urn, let's see if we can open it. Look at the ashes.
Looks like someone's ashes in here.
Pick up the ashes.
Feels like there's something loose in here. A key?
Oh, look. We found a key. Maybe it works with the old Dunlop collection.
There's a manuscript inside. The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Okay, so now we have the Lost Dialogue of Plato. This is actually a constant reference in the game. You will have to come back, and then you can just click on these little paper clips to see where you need to go or what you need to do. So these are just a constant reference. And if you're into lore, you can read this and see what Plato actually witnessed, according to the game. We're not going to bore people with that, and there really isn't much there aside from the clues that you need to use. But now we have the Lost Dialogue, so we have to go eat some crow with Sophia. And Andrea has that look of, oh, he's going to get it now. He has some crow to eat now. Alright, so let's go meet up with Sophia. And we don't have to open up the door anymore, even though Sophia should have closed it. Silly woman. She should have closed the door. And go back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. This is not going to end well. Alex has that look on his face of, this won't work well.
I got it. I found Plato's Lost Dialogue.
Really?
Our jungle friend Sternhardt is quite the scholar.
Let me see.
So as you can see, also, I forgot to point this out, he did translate it, because it's signed. London, 1922.
I don't see how this will help us find Atlantis.
Isn't it obvious? Didn't you notice Plato's tenfold numbering error? Plato mentions colonies and outposts. We'll find them. Sternhardt probably could have told us a lot. But he wouldn't have. Unless you guys have a particular one, I'm probably just going to mention this one, because it actually does.
Plato mentions colonies and outposts. We'll find them.
But he doesn't name them.
Other sources may identify them for us.
Other sources may identify them for us.
I wonder. Where's my spirit guide when I need him?
Come on, Sophia. The answer's in the book, not outer space.
So he got his dates mixed up. Why is that so important?
Plato's error means disturbances could also be wrong, or distances could also be wrong. We may not find Atlantis in the Atlantic at all. Maybe the colony names will turn up.
First one.
Yeah.
Plato's error means distances could also be wrong.
So what if they are?
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean!
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean.
You mean 300 miles from Greece instead of 3,000?
Yes!
The cradle of civilization.
Yes, the cradle of civilization.
You could be right. He once told me he came from the middle of the world. That's what Mediterranean means.
Education! Good old Nurab Zal. I'm starting to like him. Enough with your fantasies. I'm talking facts.
I like that one.
Enough with your fantasies. I'm talking facts.
Wait, quiet. I think I'm getting something.
Don't push this too far, Sophia. That orichalcum sure is spooky stuff. So, Mr. Sal, what's the secret? Are you feeling okay?
So, Mr. Sal, what's the secret?
Thank you.
So, Mr. Sal, what's the secret?
Be patient, he's lost. But I think I know how to guide him home. Among the artifacts that Kerner stole was a small stone disc with a hole in it. I'm sure it was one of the 3 stones mentioned in Plato's book.
Almost like the one that we saw in Tikal.
And I didn't find it. I bought it from Omar al-Jabbar in Algiers.
Haven't we talked to enough of these nutcases? Why should he help us?
Why should he help us?
Why should he help us?
Or was it Alain Trottier in Monte Carlo? Either way, Algiers or Monte Carlo. This much I do know. You'll need all 3 stones if you want to find Atlantis.
All right, now I'm actually gonna stop or not necessarily stop here, but I'm not going to take you guys as dialogue choices because this is actually a funky little way for the game to determine a difficulty level. Okay, because if you choose the easier difficulty would be to have Sophia go with you, and then you get what's called the team path. I'm actually gonna pick this because it actually has the better dialogue. The other path, which would be Indy going alone, is more difficult, and therefore not a whole lot of dialogue with it. But I love the dialogue between him and Sophia. So at this point, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna pick the team path so we can have our leading lady interest come with us.
All right.
Let's see here.